You want to find somebody that when you tell them about your idea or dream you had, they're just as excited as you are. Morning, everybody. Chad, Adler Farms. There's a bunch of commotion going on down here, so Smokey's checking things out. Trying to see how close I can get before she spots me. Nope, didn't work. What you doing? Hi. Hi. It's been a couple days, huh? It's been a couple days. Yeah. I've been a little under the weather. You been holding the fort down? Been holding the fort down? If you're new here, welcome and howdy. If you're old here, welcome and howdy. I know I may not look 100%, but I'm feeling a lot better. I just brought Smokey an extra egg for all her hard work. Hey, you gotta eat these too. She didn't see them. Fantastic. Yeah, she just crushed them into the dirt. And there she goes with her egg. Hey, you forgot your CBD HTC. HTC? No, that's not right. That's like a TV brand or something. Every single one of her treats over here. Oh goodness, that's a long ways to the ground there, Smoke. What in the world's Magneto? I was like way over by the cows. He's way over here. There we go. Every rooster everywhere is popping off. It is Monday, the day before you guys are watching this, or 2 days before, depending on where you're watching it. Woo! But it's actually 48 degrees at, I can't tell what time it is. It's 48 degrees at 9 a.m. Yesterday it reached 60. Woo! Look at all those chickens. Goodness. Look at all them chickens, Smoke. What do you smell? You smell another dog on my boots? You smell another dog? So it feels like a spring day out here. No. Look at that, yeah, dadgummit. Go. Oh, baby, turn the wheels on. Morning, buddy. How you doing? Neural. Look out. There's literally like a foot there, and that's where she went. Look out. Rah. Rah. Hey, I got an idea. You want another one? Too funny. Hey. Everybody says the reason you chase me is because I'm scared of you. Oh, let's make one thing real clear. I'm not scared of a turkey. I am not scared of that turkey. She wants me to be. And some of you, it's not that you're scared, you show fear. So she's making sure you know she's in charge. But listen, I ain't scared of that turkey. And I'm not trying to prove I'm not scared of a turkey. That's not it. That turkey was put in there because she was whipping up on all of the chickens, our layers. I mean, hammering them. So that's why she went in there. Her boyfriends, gosh, she doesn't know they're gone. It's not how it works. And Mr. T, her boyfriend that was a real turd, she didn't like him. He was rough. He was rough on all of our turkey hens because we had 4 or 5 at that point. Because I gave Mr. G some. He was a rough bird. And we knew that when we got him. He came from a farm where they told us that he was pretty rough. So anyway. You want to pick up? Here comes everybody saying, don't feed your piggos on the ground. Oh man. So many experts on the interweb. What you doing, Lola? What you doing, Leia? Oh, Miss Lola. You doing all right? On? Hey. On. Man, I've said it once and I'll say it again. You guys say get the animals a trough or get them a bowl. Man, I've tried. Every time I see a pig out in the wild, I pull over and I ask it, hey, where'd you get that bowl so you don't have to eat off the ground? They just look at me like, what? If you guys see an animal in the wild with a bowl, you ask him where he got it. I'll go get the nicest one they got for these pigs. I'm trying, Smoke. I'm trying. I am. Get him. Go. Woo. He's not hurting. He's just wanting attention. Sounded like a distress call from a goat, but it's not. Batman, I can't open the gate with you. I'll tell you what, man, that goat. Come on, in or out. In or out, let's go. Okay, go around. He'll sneak up behind me though, watch. He can't stand it. Here he comes, 100 miles an hour. Look out. I know why he does it though. Because Grandpa lets him do it. Yeah. Yep. Hey, y'all got enough hay back here? Don't bump it. Goodness. Oh, I'm gonna get him and him. By the way, his name's Lucius Fox. That's why Grandpa calls him Fox. I call him Lucius. Pennyworth. Okay, that's Batman's gadget guy. That's Batman's butler. That's Batman. But I'm gonna give him an orange vest, and him a red vest. So when they're walking around, it looks like a lead truck and a tail truck with a wide load in the middle. Look like Batman have a couple of escorts. I think that'd be pretty funny. Listen, Red. Hang on. Still a bit chilly. So I have a question though. Why are you losing feathers on your neck? Is that coming from the BS over there? Are you being mean to her and she's pecking on your neck? Who flipped your bowl too? Somebody flipped your bowl. Trying to roost on it? I'll tell you what though. I did see, there it is. That's a mouse, probably a mouse hole. I wonder if they flipped that chasing a mouse. But if you had some eggs to sit on, would that make you happy? Should we try that? Let me know what you guys think down below. We'll get her some eggs. Look at her showing out. My goodness. Now, there's no way to walk out of here without her chasing you. She's not gonna get me. But she's gonna try and insert it because she knows I'm leaving. I think, nope, don't lose an eyeball. Quit it. Smokey. I'm trying to film something, but I don't want a good LGD to lose an eyeball because I'm filming something. So anyway, what do you think about that, Foghorn? Huh? Hey, anybody feeling frisky this weekend? No, not yet. Boy, we gotta be getting close though, don't we? We have got to be getting close. Let's see if they'll eat that. Maybe a little extra protein in their diet will bring out some eggs. It might help, you never know. Old Smoke ain't sure what she likes about it. She ain't sure she likes it though. Man, he is really that tall, by the way. Somebody asked the other day. Yeah, he's a lot taller. I would say he's taller than Magneto easily. A.M. Samani's, our other rooster, they're not known for being big like a Lakeshore Egger. But old Foghorn's big bodied too. He's not just tall. Speaking of big bodied, I tell you what about old Batman though. I'm not saying he's like a guard goat. I'm not saying he would actually guard the farm or run anybody off, but if you've not been around goats, like you don't live on a farm, you don't know anybody that has a goat, Batman's a big animal to kind of reckon with, you know what I mean? Like it's big enough deal having Smokey in here, but Batman's bigger than Smokey. I don't know, bigger, maybe. They're probably about the same size. About the same size. She looks real big right now because of her winter coat coming in. Oh my goodness. Hey. Hey. Time to rustle. Ow, stink. Be nice. Be nice. Nope, be nice. Act like a lady. Act like a lady. He's a good dog. You're covered in fur. The winter coat is officially here. That worries me, because your body knows better than any weather, man. What's coming? Does that mean it's gonna get real cold, huh? Oh boy. Say, oh boy. Oh boy. Should we feed the big birds? Should we feed the big birds? What y'all think? You guys layered up? Huh? You're kind of the babies of the group. You guys layered up? What you think, buddy? What you think? P-dub. Lucius. You always look like you've been in the booger sugar. Back up, chickens. Back up, chickens. Bark, 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 bark. Alrighty. Homie, how's it going, buddy? Did they get that egg open? Or did they just knock it around? No, they didn't. Here. Up. All right, y'all ready? That stinks, I'm sorry. I know, I blew it. Hang on. Hang on, hang on. See? Savages. Hey, calm down. My goodness. Y'all can say whatever you want about that. I'm still gonna do it. Still gonna do it. Wait, wait, wait. Is that a red? Yep, we're good. See any eggs up here? We've been getting a couple in here. Not today. There was a bunch on the landing, so I'm guessing. Is there two birds? No. No, we don't need any though. We've had plenty this morning. Resume your business. Whew. Pretty slick. Everybody looks healthy and happy. Howdy, ma'am. All right. Now, I know a lot of you guys like to give your chickens eggs after you've scrambled them or crushed them up, and some people like to take them inside and bake them or put them in like wax paper and like a layer of wax paper and roll them out with a rolling pin and just really make the crumbs just fine, the shell. Ain't happening. I ain't got time for that. Ain't got time for that, Smoke. So, man, I've been doing this for chickens at least 6 or 7 years. Case was 4 or 5. He's going to be 13 this Saturday. So closer to, I don't know. Long time. Here's what I found. If your chickens are fed and fed well, I don't know that you can drop anything on the ground. They're not going to try and eat. She's waiting. She'll meet me at the other gate. Okay, hang on. Come here. Come here. She was finishing her egg. I don't know anything you can drop on the ground that a chicken's not going to try and eat. So as far as like training your birds to eat eggs, you know, you might have one, just like you might have a chicken that wants to get out. You might have one that wants to eat every single egg. Just like having a rogue steer or bull or heifer, cow, whatever. You know, some animals are just troublemakers, you know, but we don't have any chicken trying to roll eggs out of the nesting boxes. And I think designated nesting boxes help, but we don't have any chickens trying to roll eggs out and eat them because I give them an egg every now and then, or or whatever. I've never given the juvenile chickens one, the teenagers, which is why they had no idea what to do with it. They didn't even know they could eat it. But if you have a chicken, you know, the farmers, or legit farmers, those of y'all that have been watching for years and years, if you have a chicken, or not those of you that have been watching for years, those of you that have been raising chickens for 30, 40, 50 years, if you have a chicken, well, let me back up. If you have a cow or a steer, bull, whatever, if you have a bovine that just keeps getting out, you eat that bovine. If you have a chicken that just continually eats eggs, you eat that chicken, okay? It's not that you trained them to do it. I didn't train the beefy boys to run through the fence, okay? I kind of trained Fred. The electric fence wasn't that bad. That was on me. Whew. But now he knows. It's always a gamble in the old Honda if she's really got gas or not. But it's not too cold to walk if she don't. I still get quite a few comments, and it's not everybody. I'll still get some on this video because they won't listen to half of this, but YouTube was set up for educational purposes. And I know Facebook Watch is kind of new to the game, but what Facebook and YouTube both want you to do is they want you to be able to share your life and your farm or your vet service or your hobby or your whatever. And then by doing so, when you share it, you're helping educate those that want to do what you want to do. Or complete opposite, maybe you can't do what I do because you live in the city, but you love the farm life. And, you know, it's just a place for everybody to share what they're doing and how they do it. But as a creator, what I've noticed is, and I'll talk about it, I'll get on my soapbox, this is my channel. If you don't like it, don't subscribe, move on, see you later, adios. As a creator, I've noticed, just like in life, and I got pretty thick skin. I know it seems like I don't, but I do. I really don't. It doesn't faze me. I block as many as I heart and thumbs up. Trust me, I don't lose a wink of sleep. Just because somebody puts something out there that you don't agree with or you don't like, doesn't mean you should go down in the comments and tell them, hey, I can't believe you just did that. Now, if you tell me how you do it down in the comments, I think that's great. I've learned a lot more from you guys than I have over the 5, 6, 7, 8, even if I'd been doing this 20 years. I've learned so much from reading your guys' comments. I had no idea that board trick worked. I probably would have broke half a dozen water tubs for the cows before I ever would have bought a 2x4. Never crossed my mind. You know, it's just cool. It's awesome what we learn out here, you know. I was talking to Haas Tools the other day and talking about what we wanted to grow this year in the garden. And, you know, the first year Case and I did this, I'm gonna link a video down below. It's the first one we ever did with Haas Tools. They actually didn't even know who we were at this point, but it was when Case was, I just turned him loose. It was almost 2 years ago to the day that you guys are seeing this. I turned him loose. I said, dude, just act up and be funny while we order some Haas seeds. I'm gonna link it down below. I was talking to Haas Tools and talking about what we wanted to grow. And, you know, the first year we did this, I just wanted to grow everything. I didn't know what anything was. I just wanted to see it. I wanted to know if we wanted to like it. Well, come to find out, if you don't like it, you're not gonna pay attention to it and you're gonna let it die. So I wouldn't recommend that. You know, you can waste a lot of money doing that. You can waste a lot of time. You can, you know, if you're somebody who's a perfectionist, you may waste time because you're trying to make it grow even though you're not gonna eat it. So don't waste your garden space. Order what you're gonna use. Now, I was in a little bit different scenario because as a creator, I wanted to try things, and I was also looking to work with Haas, so I had a little bit different angle. But if you're watching this because you wanna know what to grow what you'll eat. If you're not sure, try it, but grow what you'll eat and try it in a small batch if you're not sure, okay? I'm thinking something like rutabaga or cauliflower. If you love cauliflower, but you're not really sure you want to babysit it and all that stuff, go find something at the local farmer's market. Don't try and grow it. Let's get her warmed up here, hang on. Whew, it's been a minute. I've not cruised the perimeter of the fence in a while, so we need to do that. But back on my soapbox, hang on. I was hoping I would stop so we could talk. I guess we'll just coast. This is how you ride a four-wheeler. Hey, there's no engine noise. Man, it ended up gorgeous this morning. My goodness. Just be polite and courteous when you watch videos, no matter where you're watching them, no matter who's making them, whether somebody's got, you know, closing in on 50,000 subs or 500,000 or 5 million. You know, I look to guys like Alumna, Dutch, Dan Arms, Jason, so many more. These guys I talk to regularly, so that's why I mention them. There's so many others that I follow that are just awesome. Guys have been doing this for 5, 6, 7, 8 years, hundreds of thousands of subs, millions and millions of views. Out of those guys I just mentioned, there's some expert carpenters, there's some expert gardeners, there's expert, there's do-it-yourselfers. Dutch comes to mind. The man has never done anything he's doing. Same with Al Alumna. Now, Al's an experienced carpenter, but if you go watch his videos, he's never done half the stuff he's doing right now, he and Gina. You know, Jason, Coggill, Jason and Brooke, same way. They've never done some of the things that they're trying to do at their house, so they're hiring people for this, they're doing this themselves, that kind of thing. It's called getting it dried in, and then I think they'll kind of take the reins and do things. But you know, Dutch and Brandy standing up walls, the zip siding, just, you know, it's just crazy. Then you got guys like Dan, Mr. Arms, lived on 100 acres their whole life, and they still deal with predators, they still grow things, they still have things in the garden fail. You know, we're just people. We really are. We still get sick, we still get tired, we still don't want to come out here every single day. I mean, we do, it's very rewarding, but when you just hammer somebody because they throw an egg on the ground to their dog, I can't believe you gave that, it's okay, it's all right. And I think the other thing too is the people that hear what I'm saying right now, but all they hear is, oh, here he goes again, he's on a rant. Oh, here he goes again, he's talking about somebody. Oh, somebody sent him an email, somebody made a comment, now his whole channel, he's ranting about other. No, I'm just chatting, guys, we're just hanging out. Just hanging out. I'm creating, I'm sharing. Right now, you guys don't know it, but we are looking for a farm actively. I have looked at 4 different pieces of land in the last week. I even filled out some paperwork for something. To stay tuned to see what that is. There are some big changes coming in my life, farming and personal. I'll let you in when I'm good and ready. Don't ask ahead of time. I won't respond. I don't care. If you ask over and over in every video, I'll probably block you. It's my favorite thing to do. You can take that personal. I don't care. Just watch the content. Just enjoy it. I'm talking about across the platforms that you watch. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy life. Slow down. Don't overthink. Don't live your life because the way somebody, like if I were to quit feeding my chickens eggs, I did that because somebody made enough comments that I felt like I should. That's not how life should be. You shouldn't have to quit as long as it's not hurting anyone else, okay? That's an adult decision. That's a fine line. You have to understand. If you're doing something that hurts somebody, that's different. That's not what I'm talking about here, okay? If I were to build these cows, a 3-sided barn, spend 10 grand, I can't move it, it's stationary, it stays with Mr. G because I'm leasing my land, it's too big to move. That is a waste of money. But there's some of y'all out there that have even offered to send money for me to do that. That's the silliest thing ever. Why? That's a waste. Don't let others dictate your life. Don't do it. That's a miserable life. It's not their life, okay? I love hearing about where you guys live and your temperatures and things like that. And since I made the comment, you guys have done awesome. I said, hey, don't tell me oh, Chad, that 30 degrees ain't cold. Shoot, it's negative 30 up here, you sissy. No. I know it's colder where you live. That's why you live there and I don't. I don't want to live there. Okay. All right. When my kids are old enough to drive and fly by themselves, I might move to Florida. Man, just live your life. Don't sweat it. Don't worry too much. I've got a tattoo on my wrist. It says, worry about nothing, pray about everything. Man, I live that. You know, I try not to let anybody at this stage. Now there's mentors, there's people who can hold you accountable, there's people who can keep you in check and who know you, who genuinely say, hey, you might be losing yourself here a little bit, just kind of keep yourself in check, this is what I think. But that's different than somebody saying, what are you talking about? Why are you doing it? Why are you bringing, okay, there's two different ways, okay? There's two different schools of thought. There's two different things. I've got people in my life that when they tell me something or they bring something to me, I know what their intentions are before they even bring something to me. And I value their opinions every single time. And then there's people that bring stuff to me that they probably know before they sent me a text, phone call, or whatever, that they probably should have never brought it up because I wasn't going to listen in the first place. But just be very, very careful. You know, I'm only 37 years young. In May, and I got this from one of you guys, in May, I'll have the 8th anniversary of my 30th birthday. I thought it was really funny when somebody said that about birthdays. The 8th anniversary of my 30th birthday is in May. And I feel like I know more today than I knew 6 months ago, and 6 months before that, and 6 months before that. And I think a lot of it is this journey. I think it's things that I'm learning from you guys. I get a lot of emails, very, very great emails. When I make a rant about an email I get, there's 10 others that are positive and encouraging and, you know, things like that. And I can't always respond to them all. Honestly, I don't respond to many because there are so many. But just live your life. I guess that's what this video is about. If you can't tell, I've had cabin fever. I've been stuck in the house for 4 days and I'm ready to talk. That's what this is all about. Let's go feed some coos. Man, Fred always looks like he's leaning on go, don't he? Whew. Bull's got spunk. I am so excited because I need to text my Highland connection. By the way, somebody mentioned, and I think it's true, there's two different types of cubes. That's why people get confused. These cubes are treats. They're not feed. It's like a bag of chips. I need to text my Highland connection because we have 2 more heifers coming, and I think they're coming in February. Probably gonna have to get a corral system, a bunch of pens, and make it to where they can all, like I'll put it out here so they can all, you know, get to know each other through a fence, but not an electric fence. Hang on, I stepped in. When you step in, you gotta be ready to go. Goodness, they're getting big. So I need to get some June bug right here, sorry, Tessie, Fredo. We have 2 Highlands coming that are about 6 months old. I believe it's gonna be mid to late February. We don't wanna wait for them to get here to set this thing up, but I'm gonna get like a round corral system, not a huge one. And we'll probably use Wilma's old structure to make a place for them to stay warm. But that way these guys and girls, these guy and girls, can get to know each other through the fence safely, and we can get in and check on the calves and all that stuff, and we'll get them their own separate feeder and things like that, because they've been on their moms for probably since July, I believe. No, I don't even think they're that old. I think they were born like late September. We'll find out. I'm gonna reach out to her today, the connection. There is a farm about an hour and a half from here where they come from. They are related to these 2 girls, and they are sisters. I think same bull, obviously different moms, different cows. Like they're not twins, and neither are these girls, not twins. He's watching her, you know. Yeah, you got your broadside exposed there, buddy. She's gonna let you know it. I'm gonna back up, give him some room. It's all gone, buddy. So if you show Fred your hand's empty, he'll leave you alone. If you hand him 1 cube, he's gonna keep coming. But I'm not in a position to run right now. So All gone, lady. All gone. You're awful pretty, though. Yeah. Woo. See if she'll low for us again. It's so big. Man, Fred, I cannot believe how big he is. The girls weren't this big either, obviously, when we got them, but the horns are just bigger. Their bodies don't feel a whole lot bigger to me, but Fred is huge. Like when I got him, you know, I couldn't have. He was still, you know, 300 or 400 pounds, but I felt like when I picked him up, or when I got him from Rhett, I felt like I could have picked him up and put him in the trailer. But now, no, man, he'd level you. He's a good boy though. I'm gonna squat down so he's not scared. They're not miniatures. Everybody asks us that. They're just babies. They were born in October of 20. He was born in July of 21. Obviously, they don't come out with full horns. The mama cows would be in pretty rough shape if cows were born with horns. They do grow those later. Pretty slick. But they're getting tons of hay. I tell you what I like too is they've got a new bale, but they're still eating on this one that we left. See that one right there? They're still eating on it. Fred, dude, we can hear that main vein drain in the background, brother. All right. Got plenty of water. Saw Grandpa threw some straw or hay in here. Kind of give him a little windbreak. Pretty good. Got the ice out of there because obviously, now the other day you guys knew in my video Grandpa was coming back out here to fix some things. I'm glad he did, but you take this ice out because if you don't, it just gets thicker and thicker. And then it's, you know, that's as shallow as that bucket is. That's not good. But it's not gonna be, it's gonna be like 20 degrees at night this week. It's gonna be 40 or 50 during the day. So it's cold, but everything will thaw during the day. Where you going, buddy? Hey. Just doing what bulls do, I guess. He didn't want me He didn't want me standing beside him, Junebug. What you think about that? Here. I brought up that they're not minis because some of you guys say that because they look small, but I'm 6'4", and when I stand up, my camera that you guys are looking through is about 6'6" in the air. So that's why they look a lot shorter, but they're not. They're up to my waist. I wear a 38 long pant, so they're every bit, see my hand, it's about level with her back there. They're every bit about 40 inches at the back, at the withers. I learned that from Gary Walker. That's a wither, shoulder. That's sweetie. So, pretty cool. Oh man. I'm gonna miss this farm when it comes time. I'm gonna miss it. Grew up a lot out here, mentally. Sure did. Oh, she just burped. I don't know if I got that or not. Woo, goodness. Just growing up a lot out here. They're all coming with me though, the new heifers too. Tessie doesn't have to. That's Grandma and Grandpa's cow, heifer at this point, but obviously they're not gonna leave her by herself. Now we could, you know, I don't know what, you know, they get another one and keep two out here. I don't know, but I imagine she'll come with us. Hi. I'll make sure Fred ain't coming up behind me. Whoa. So she wants a treat. She's not threatening me. She just, there's no treat. She wants through. So she's gonna, too funny. Love cows. So we're gonna, don't sign off. Some of you guys sign off when you see the Highlands because you think it's over, but it's not. I'm gonna check the fence. And about halfway around, I'm gonna stop and talk to you for a second about something. Let me check the fence. Check the fence rating right here, actually. That ain't right. No way, we're touching somewhere. All right, we'll drive around and look. I knew the fence hadn't been checked in a while. I'm gonna turn it off while we check though. It may be down here at this gate, but I'm gonna go the other way regardless. Off. Now I know some of you guys don't like the noise of the four-wheeler. Just turn it down, okay? But we're gonna make some rounds. We're gonna stop over there and talk for a minute. You don't wanna miss it. You can click off if you want, but you'll miss it and you'll be lost, so that's fine. It's on you. But just crank the four-wheeler down a little bit. I can't put music over it because I'm lazy. Just sit tight, hang on. There we go. So this can cause quite a bit of an issue. Now see how that hole is, see how it's kind of loose, it's worn out? It comes from the wind or possibly an animal hitting it. I don't think it was an animal like the cows, but definitely something. So good news is Mr. G's got real good dirt. So that'll actually tighten up the fence line a little bit too. So it gets real sketch when you start doing stuff like this, and I really need to clean these up. But I know for a fact it'll run almost 5,000. Or I should say 5. You guys always get on to me when I read that wrong. It'll run about 5 kilovolts like this. So I'm not too concerned about this. Some of you guys may have seen this, but that's been there a long time. So is that deer stand over there. We had some comments when we were feeding Wilma corn that because of that deer blind and the deer stand, people were worried we were baiting and all that. Just nonsense. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Somebody mowing, or I guess doing leaves off in the background there, but it's nice quiet. This is the other drive that leads to Mr. G's, but it's private. This is about 20 acres that a friend of a friend owns, and I'm gonna look into it. I've mentioned that before, but anyway, that's where we're sitting, over here on the south side of the pasture. Anyway, we don't want to buy this, but I wouldn't mind leasing it or putting the cows that are the steers that are coming from Walker Farm Fam over there. All right guys, if I could say anything else about being a creator and what this entails and putting your life out there, you know, you have critics in everything, whether you're a creator or not. You will have people trying to knock you off your path every day, all day. When you're seeking God's will is when you will feel the most pressure, undoubtedly. And the people that are closest to you can cast the most doubt the easiest, because the devil knows that you're close to that person and that you'll listen, and he can sneak those things in there. And maybe that person that you know that you're close to is a little envious of you, and just one little comment can throw you off. Now, I'm not going through anything. I've been me my whole life. My mom and dad will both tell you I don't listen to anybody. Now, I listen more to my mom and dad than I ever have. I do every day. But they'll even tell you that you know, the closer you are to somebody, the more they can mislead you or misguide you and cast doubt because maybe they don't think what you're doing is the right thing. Now, this is not aiming at mom and dad, so you just put that out of your head. That's where I've learned this. That's who I've learned this from. So of course they would agree with it. They taught me that. So as you go through life, you want to surround yourself with people who believe in you always, and they want the same things for you. And you know, I've had some successes, I've had some failures, and I've shared my successes with other creators. The ones that come back and say, man, that's awesome, I love hearing the success stories, and I love hearing that your farm's going well and you're getting more Highlands. Those are the kind of people that you continue to share good news with. The ones that question your next move, I would say you don't need that person in your life. Not your decision-making part of your life, not your confidant, not your counseling, not your accountability, that's for sure. Just like in life, even, you know, finding a soulmate, finding your soulmate, find someone who believes in you. Find someone who wants you to accomplish everything you want. And that's what I tell my boys, day in and day out. You know, Adler don't quite grasp that yet, but that's what I tell Case as he makes friends and things. Find somebody who believes in you as much as you believe in you before you tell anyone. Because if you ever noticed, you're laying in bed and you're thinking and you're in a good place in life and you're like, you know what, I think I'm gonna try this. I think that's a good idea. And then you tell somebody and all of a sudden it's the worst idea they ever heard, okay? You wanna find somebody that when you tell them about your idea or dream you had, they're just as excited as you are. Does that mean it's gonna work out? No. Does that mean it's gonna be actually the best idea ever? No. Does that mean you should do it and not, you know, throw caution in the wind and just go for it? 100 miles an hour, both feet in the deep end, right? Nope. Or head first in the deep, you know what I'm saying? Just find somebody who supports that dream as much as you do. Just don't let that person go. Don't. They're in your life. They're good. I keep my circle smaller the older I get. The world is just, especially as a creator, everything's on display, good, bad, or ugly. And you just want to make sure, man, ain't that pretty? That's why I'm sitting out here. It's 46 degrees. Man, what a life. What a life. I'll say this too, I don't, there's gossip and there's talk amongst friends and there's discussion and things like that. And all I can say is, I don't run with people that put other people down. I've never liked it. I have a saying that I thought of when I was in college and maybe late high school when I thought I was invincible, where I bully bullies. I don't like bullies. I don't like them at all. And, you know, that's verbal, that's emotional, that's physical, that's whatever. I don't like it. I think it's not how we're to be. It's ridiculous. You know, when I think of being tough, I think of getting through things. I don't think about being the toughest guy in the room and care less about that, especially the older I get. When I think about defending my family and, you know, a bump in the night at 2 a.m., that's different than being tough. You do have to have a thick layer, and I think a thicker and thicker layer as time goes on about things in the world. You know, I'm in the world, but I'm not of it. I'm born of Adam, born in sin, but I'm saved by Jesus, and that's my heart. That's my whole story. That's it. That's all I care. If you know anything about me, that's all. That's it. Jesus in my heart. I'm an amazing dad. That's what I want. If you don't take anything else from this, just take it that surround yourself with people who believe in you and want the best for you. They're honest, but they want the best. Don't surround yourself with people who bring others down to make themselves feel better. That doesn't make them bad people. To me, that tells me they have not been through enough life yet. I don't care how old they are. They've not been through enough life yet to fully grasp it. And I don't know that we can fully grasp it, so maybe that doesn't count. But you guys know what I'm saying. Check fences. This is not hot. It doesn't touch the hot lines anywhere, so we're not worried about that. Boom. Much better. Just had to clean up a couple spots. Hey. No. We had plenty. Y'all be good. All right. Be good. I gotta show you guys something. Some of y'all sent me a message the other day, and it's my fault, I forgot. But when we went live last week, I showed you guys these locks on Mom and Dad's house. And I actually got them first. I use them to, kind of like a toddler lock. Adler can't open this and open the door and get out and all that stuff. And he knows better, but I'll link these down below. But that's it. That's all it is. Couple screws. Nothing to it. I will say that you probably want to, Dad snugged his up pretty close, which keeps the door from moving. They may have had a little gap there, air gap, something like that. I don't know, but that's what Dad did. I set mine back a little bit, so there was a little bit of play in it, but you can do anything. I also have different trim. You know, Dad had to get in there to the door frame stud, door jamb. Yep. It's still cool out there, man. What's the temperature now? It's 46, but I'm just fighting this cold still, but it'll be all right. No fever for more than 24 hours. Boys aren't sick. Nobody else is so far, so we're good. I got some cool things coming, guys. I really do. I'm excited for you guys to come along. This video has nothing to do with foreshadowing or aiming at anybody or anything or whatever. I'm headstrong into helping grow the Okie Expo, March 17th, 18th, and 19th. If you don't know anything about that, there's a channel link down below and a website link down below, and you can go read up on it. You should definitely come hang out. Bunch of like-minded folks, YouTubers and not YouTubers, hang out in March, and a lot of cool stuff going on, especially on the 19th. It's a Saturday, gonna start bright and early, and I'm excited. I'm gonna meet some people that I've followed on YouTube a long time. We're all gonna get to hang out. I don't ever mean to get off on a whatever, and you know, folks will read into this however they want. They always do. You know, if you know me and you watch this channel, sometimes I just like to talk. One person in particular comes to mind is Mr. Arms. You know, I've been watching Daniel, and I've spoken with him. I can text him, I can call him. First time I called him, I talked to him for 2 hours. You know, I can go hang out with him and just pick his brain about stuff. But he comes to mind because his style of videos, he's so knowledgeable on many, many fronts, and so is everybody I run with. But you know, Daniel, he really kind of goes the extra mile sometimes and just has to share things, just has to get them off his chest. And I've always admired that about his channel. And I told him this, and I'd tell it to him now. If he sees this, is it anything I haven't told him? But he's never been afraid to share what's on his mind and what's on his heart, ever. It's never stopped him from how he posts a video or the content that's in it or anything like that. I just really admire that. So does that mean I'm gonna do it next video? Nope. Does that mean I'm gonna do it the video after that? Nope. Does that mean I might do it every video? Yep. It's just been a crazy ride, crazy ride. I'm almost at 50,000 subs. And if I hit it February 12th, that's 50,000 subs on YouTube in 25 months. And we just hit 20,000 on Facebook, 22,000. I'm just blown away by all the support. I got a lot of things going on. I got a lot of irons in the fire, but I couldn't be more grateful. I was talking through some things the other day with somebody who has been in my life longer than you guys know. We got a lot of things going on, a lot of good things. And I know some of you guys you're almost 50-50 on it. Some of you are nervous and upset because you don't know much. Some of you aren't bothered at all because you understand I still got to have a private life, and I appreciate that. all in due time and all in our time. Mine and hers is what I mean. We were talking the other day, and what a blessing to have of the blessing that is to look for a farm. Like my worries right now, or I shouldn't say my worries, but my concerns and my thoughts and things I think about on a daily basis are just where to move, where do we find a farm, what do we do with these animals, do we want more animals, what's it look like for the boys, and those are my concerns. Those are things I take to God. But how blessed am I that those are my concerns? I mean, isn't that amazing? My health isn't a concern. I'm healthy. I mean, I got a cold, but I'm healthy. My boys are healthy. She's healthy. My folks are healthy. My family's healthy. My friends are healthy. So my concerns I'm taking to God are concerns of thankfulness and gratefulness for how far I've come and how far you guys have come with us. And it's awesome. It's been an amazing ride. I just feel very reflective today. It can't be the right word. That didn't sound educated at all. I'm so glad you guys are here no matter where you're seeing this. Many, 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 many more things to come. Thank you all for the prayers. I do believe I got over that illness as quick because the power of prayer works. I've always believed in it. I always will. You can't change my mind. I've been way down in life and I've been way up. Prayer has always brought me back, and it's how I've survived. It's how I'm here today. It's how I am who you see. And I'll never run from that. I'm not perfect, but if I was perfect, I wouldn't understand grace and mercy. There's a reason there's only been one person ever to walk on this earth in the form of man that was perfect. With that said, I gotta call it. Y'all be good. Don't work too hard. Don't make it weird. God bless. God bless. Amen.